Yo, what's Zappening, Mousetrap? Inside Teslamouse here, and this is going to be an OU tier Wi-Fi battle against Pokebreeder7, aka James, who's actually now a moderator on my live stream. We had this battle about like 4 to 7 days ago, and it was a pretty solid battle, I'm not going to lie. We also had a prior close battle, and I did ask him which battle he preferred me to use on my as a recording, but I don't remember which exactly he preferred, so I decided to go with the most recent battle. Anyways, we are using a Mega Manectric team with the return of 1000 watts of Mega Manectric. You know, back from my XY and RS days. Yep, she's back. So we have Mega Manectric with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Flamethrower, and Hidden Power Ice. We got the Assault Vest, Tapu Bulu. We got Grass CMZ, Heatran, which is actually a really good combination here. Because Tapu Bulu not only reduces the damage from Earthquake with the Grass Train, but also powers up Bloom Doom from Heatran, so there we go. We also got Rocky Helmet, Stealth Rocks, Lando T. We got Life Orb, Calm Mind, Keldeo. And we have Defog, Psyshock, Will-O-Wisp, Defensive Mew. My opponent is bringing the Lando T, his own Heatran, Togekiss, Scizor, Kommo-o, and a Alolan Raichu. He does know how much I love my Tapu Koko, so it does make sense that he would bring something that does take advantage of the electric terrain. So what I have to do here is I have to make sure I keep my Mega Manectric alive. And know he does like to scarf his Lando T to outspeed non-scarf electric types. And we do want to watch out for the Kommo-o, because Kommo-o could be a number of sets. Could be a D-Dance set, could be a Autonomized set, could be Choice Specs, could even be a Choice Band to an extent. But I don't think I've seen James use a Choice Band Kommo-o yet. So with that being in mind, guys, we're going to get right into the battle. This is a pretty damn good battle. It's actually 45 turns long, so it's a little bit longer than normal, but hopefully you guys do enjoy this match. So, without further ado, let's see how this match all plays out. Alrighty then, so my opponent is going to lead off with his Lando T, aka Mr. Quake, and I'm going to lead off with 1000 watts to the Mega Manectric. I believe this is the first time we've seen this girl in action since Oras, so he does get the Intimidate off, and I'm not going to keep my Manectric in case it's scarfed. I do have a sneaking suspicion that it is a Choice Scarf Lando T, so we can go for a U-turn actually, as I switch to my Lando T, and he's going to take some chip damage from the Rocky Helmet, which is really good for me. So, next up, he is going to go ahead and switch in Claw Eye to Scizor, and Lando T really has no business being in this match against the Scizor, so I'm going to go for a U-turn, get some chip damage as well. Mega Scizor can't really do anything to Lando T without a boost, so I do get a free U-turn damage. Free chip damage is resisted, but I'm going to go right into my Keldeo here in case he wants to try like a superpower or something. He's going to go into U-turn, or go for U-turn rather, and that's going to do a little bit of damage to my Keldeo. So he gets the switch initiative here, and he's going to go right into Grace, the Togekiss. And this is honestly not a good matchup for me because it could carry T-Wave, so switching in 1000 watts to Mega Manectric. Now, 1000 watts is static and not Lightning Rod, so Thunder Wave wouldn't have given it a boost in particular. But I am going to get the Mega Evolution off, hoping that this is not a Scarf Kommo-o. So get the Intimidate off on the Kommo-o, which is going to put it at -1 attack. Again, this set is not known to me at the moment, and Volt Switch is going to do a little bit of damage to the Kommo-o, and I'm going to get to switch into Rescue Cat the Mew, seeing what he's going to do. It actually goes for Clanging Scales, and judging by the amount of damage it did, that tells me this is definitely a Choice Specs Kommo-o here. So I'm not really sure how much speed is invested in this Kommo-o, but I do want to get like a Psyshock off in case I do outspeed it, instead of going for like a Roost and have it kill me with a crit or something. But it does switch to a Heatran, which is going to take a little bit of damage from the Mew, and my Mew is going to get healed with Leftovers. So I'm going to go for a Roost, and my opponent is going to go for a Taunt, so this tells me that he is a fast Taunt Heatran, which means my Mew is going to struggle to recover HP in this bout. I'm going to switch Rescue Cat out. I'm going to go right into Keldeo, hoping that he'll go for like a Magma Storm or something. And he does go for Earth Power, so that was the middle ground play, not a bad play indeed. Next time he's going to switch his Magma Storm out and go, or his Heatran and go right into Claw as a Scizor, as I do go for a Scald, maybe expecting the Secret Sword. And his Scizor is unfortunately burned. Now I was hoping that he would sack off the Scizor here pretty early on, but he does withdraw Claw Ice, and he's going to go into Grace the Togekiss, which is also going to take a Life Orb Scald to the face. It does really only like 30% to the Togekiss, and it does get a score another burn. However, it's not really going to matter too much. So, after the Togekiss takes some burn damage, I'm going to switch Keldeo. I'm going to go right into 1000 watts of the Mega Manectric here, as get the Intimidate off. Not that it really matters, because Togekiss is a special attacker primarily. And he does go for the Wish, so I'm like, maybe I can get a free Volt Switch off. And he'll live the Volt Switch, obviously, because Togekiss has really good special defense, if I remember correctly. But he does go for Protect to not only scout the move, but also just recover HP. So he's got the Wish, he's got the Protect. What else does this Togekiss have? Defog, maybe? But I'm going to go for Empire Ice, expecting a possible Lando T switch. And he stays in and goes to the Heal Bell, so that means the Scizor's going to get cured of the burn, and so will the Togekiss. So Togekiss gets healed with leftovers, and I'm going to be like, he's going to withdraw his Grace to Togekiss and go right into Magma Storm the Heatran here, as I do go for a Thunderbolt. So I do get a little bit of damage off on the Heatran. Now I'm going to go for a Volt Switch to get some more damage off. And I'm really hoping that somehow, some parts in the match later on, he does not get a Wish Pass off on this Heatran, because this Heatran is really difficult to kill. So he goes for like a Magma Storm on my switch in, and unfortunately for me, Lando T is kind of trapped, and being that this is a fast Heatran, I'm not going to be able to outspeed, because I only have 16 speed invested EVs in this Lando T set. So he gets the Bloom Doom off, figures that there's no point in keeping Bloom Doom around, because Earth Power will take out the rest of the HP on my Keldeo if I do switch it in. And Bloom Doom will definitely knock out my Lando T. I believe that is the first death in this match. So, unfortunately, I don't really have a good pivot to Lando T. So, do go into Mega Mantra here, get the Intimidate off. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go for Hidden Power Ice in case he switches to Lando T, wanting to preserve the Heatran. But he does keep it, he does stack up the Heatran, so now that's the second death of the match. Out comes Mr. Quake to Lando T, gets the Intimidate off, and again, I'm not willing to risk my Mega Metric, so I'm going to switch it out, and he switches out Lando T as well. Since his switched out first, that tells me he is definitely Choice Scarf. So I do go into Bulb the Tapu Bulu here, as he does go into his own Mega Scizor, and this is not a good matchup for me. Granted, his Scizor does get healed with the with the Grassy Terrain. I'm going to hard switch my Bulu out and go 1000 watts to Mega Metric to get the Intimidate off. And he is going to go for the Roost here. So with this Heatran out of the way, I can go for Flamethrower, and there's not really much you can switch into except for maybe Coma O, which would probably be the best decision. He's going to draw Claw Eyes and go into his Alolan Raichu, as I do go for a Flamethrower. Now that's alright for me. I do get some damage off on the Raichu. However, he is going to be healed with the Grassy Terrain. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch. Not really sure what he wants to do here, as I do switch Midnight Trick out and go right into Bulb the Tapu Bulu. So he does go for a Thunderbolt, and I'm hoping to God that Tapu Bulu does not get fully paralyzed, or paralyzed at all, rather. His Alolan Raichu does get healed with Grassy Terrain, and so does my Bulu. He's going to go for a Volt Switch, and like, I'm out of here. See you later, because there's no reason for Raichu to be in this matchup. It goes to Claw Eyes here, as I do go for a Stone Edge, and it is going to hit the Scizor. Doesn't do a lot, because this is most likely a defensive Scizor. And my Bulu does get healed with the Grassy Terrain, which tells me my Bulu is faster. I'm going to withdraw Bulu. I'm going to go into Heatran here, hoping that he does not pack the Superpower. It goes for a U-turn. So he predicts the switch rather well. Out goes Scizor, in comes his Coma O. So here comes the Coma O now. I am going to switch Heatran out. I'm going to Tapu Bulu in case he goes for like a Focus Blast or a Clanging Scales. I do get the Grassy Terrain up, and he is going to go for the Focus Blast, and that's going to do a decent amount of damage considering it's resisted and I'm Assault Vested. But then again, this is likely a Choice Spec. This is definitely a Choice Specs Coma O actually. There's withdraw his Coma O. He's going to go to Mr. Quake, the Lando T here. Getting the Intimidate off, as I do switch out my Glow Up Bulb as well and go right into 1000 watts of Mega Electric. Now here's where James reveals that he misplayed in this match. He forgot that the Grassy Terrain does reduce the Earthquake damage. So even after -1 in the Earthquake, Mega Electric is going to live it and go for Hidden Power Ice, and that's going to knock out the Lando T. So that means I can just Volt Switch to my heart's content in this matchup. So Mega Metric gets healed to Grassy Terrain, and it does save my Mega Metric. Out comes Coma O, and I'm going to go for a Volt Switch on my Mega Metric. It's going to do a little bit of damage to it. And I'm going to go right into Glow Up Bulb the Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu did serve its purpose. It did get the Grassy Terrain up to help my Mega Metric survive an Earthquake from Lando T. And Flamethrower is going to knock out my Bulu. So now, while I could have went to Heatran since he was locked in the Flamethrower, I want to go on a Rescue Cat instead in case he needed it in the future. So he got a free Roost off. And he's going to go into a Alolan Raichu. So do get the Roost. I mean, Heatran would have made sense here, but again, in case I didn't have another opportunity to get a Roost off, I do want to keep my Mew as healthy as possible and switch into Coma O's attack. So he goes for a T-Bolt, most likely trying to paralyze my Mew. I do get the Will-O-Wisp off, which is going to burn the Raichu and do some chip damage here to it. Mew is going to get healed with the leftovers, and his Raichu is going to take the burn damage. So, the basically the next few turns, there's going to be him Thunderbolting and myself having Mew go for a Roost. I went for Will-O-Wisp there in case it's like go for like Volt Switch and switch on like Scizor or something. So, that is why I went for the Will-O-Wisp that turn. So we go for yet another Thunderbolt. We're going to go for yet another Roost. We luckily survive on 5 HP with our Mew. And Mew is back to green health, which is actually great here. So, yeah. Sorry about this boring sequence of turns. So he's going to go for like Thunderbolt again. We'll go for like Roost. And at this point, I'm like, you know what? I don't really want to keep stalling him out because that's kind of dirty. And there's really no need to in this for this sequence of turns, because honestly stalling out doesn't really help me. So I'm going to switch Rescue Cat out. I'm going to go right into Kill Deal here, basically as a sack play, and he's going to actually go for the Volt Switch, which actually works out wonderfully for me. It works out even better because now I get Switch Initiative on wherever he switches in. So Raichu goes away, in comes Claw Eyes, the Scizor, and out comes my 1000 watts of Mega Manectric here, going to get the Intimidate off. And at this point, I'm kind of figuring he is going to switch out his Scizor and go right into Como. So what I do here is I go for a Volt Switch. He's actually going to sack off Alolan Raichu, so now he gets the Switch Initiative. So this battle is pretty crazy so far. It is a nice battle, though, I do have to say. But out goes 1000 watts, in comes Rescue Cat the Mew. And this is kind of bad for me, because that means his Scizor can just U-turn out, and I have to give him Switch Initiative. So Mew gets withdrawn, in comes his Heatran, and he's going to go for the U-turn, which means he's going to switch into his Como here, I believe. So out comes his Como, and I'm not really sure what to do here, so I'm going to switch Heatran out. I'm going to go right into Rescue Cat the Mew, see what he wants to do. He goes for Clanging Scales, which is the right play on his part, because he gets a big chunk of damage off of my Mew. I'm still not sure how much speed he's going to invest in this Como. He'll outspeed my Mew, so I'm going to switch my Mew out and go right into Heatran. As he does go for a second Clanging Scales. I guess basically a sack off the Como. So now I'm like, I should just go for Flash King here, because just get some damage off on the Como. He goes into Grace the Togekiss, maybe expect like a Magma Storm. I do get the Flash King off, which is going to do a load of damage to it. Now my Heatran, I believe, is max special attack, max speed? Or maybe it's the max HP, max speed set. I'm not really sure. But either way, I go for another Flash King. He's going to go for a Protect with his Togekiss, get healed leftovers. He has no switch into Heatran. He has to let the Togekiss die, because if he switches to Scizor, it risks the possible Magma Storm. He switches to Como, it risks chip damage. So taking out the Togekiss here was definitely the best option for him. So I'm going to go for a Flash King, because I am also a speedy Heatran. And it looks like he is not a plus speed nature, max speed Como. He's going to go for Focus Blast. That is going to take out our Heatran here. That's going to knock us out. And now we both have 2 Mons left. He has Mega Scizor and Como. I have Mega Manectric and Mew. And I do feel like I have the matchup in this last turn. So he switches Como out. He goes in Claw Eyes to Scizor. Going to get the Hidden Power Ice off. It doesn't really do anything to Scizor. And I'm going to finally finish off the Scizor with Flamethrower. He goes for a Bullet Punch just with some last minute damage here. And the Flamethrower is going to roast this Mega Scizor. So now he has 1 Mon left. I have 2 Mons left. Now here comes Como. Now in hindsight, I maybe Hidden Power Ice could have taken out this range, because I didn't know what his HP and special defense investment was. So I went with the safe assumption and went for Volt Switch just to get some chip damage off on it. Put down the red. And Clanging Scales is going to finish off the Mew. So Mew goes down, and next out will come my Mega Manectric. That's 1 left on each of the sides, and this Hidden Power Ice will undoubtedly take out the Como after an Intimidate. So yeah. That is going to be the end of this very crazy battle. I do have to say this is a very well played out match by James. We did make some great plays here, and his Como did scare me. And I feel like that if it was an autonomized special attacking set, I would have for sure lost in this matchup. It is very unfortunate that he did forget that the Earthquake damage was reduced in the grassy terrain. Although I'm not really sure how much that would have mattered eventually. I mean, he could have just and stack something else off, and then we have to contend with the Lando T, since my switch-ins to it were fainted at that point. Well, at the very least, my own Lando T's. But regardless, though, James is a really good player. He does keep me on my toes when I do battle on my live stream, and again, this is a really good matchup. It was even better than the last matchup we had, which I did want to upload, but I am assuming this is the one that he decided on. So, once again, good game, Pokebreeder7. Thank you so much for the battle. And guys, if you guys love to battle me on stream, check out my live stream every night at 9 p.m. Eastern. The link to my Twitch channel will be in the description. Make sure you follow the Twitch channel so you can win the raffle to battle me when we do them. And that's going to be it for me. So if you enjoyed this fantastic Wi-Fi battle, leave a like, comment, and thunderbolt the subscribe button. I will catch you guys on the flip side for some more fantastic Wi-Fi battling action. And remember, keep riding the Thunder Waves to victory. Okay, thanks, bye.